Hey, what's going on everybody? And Naughty Llama here. So this is the third video with the Rockies, and I simulated a bunch of the first month of April. As you can see, we're 11 and 15 here, so we're taking on the Dodgers, who are 18 and 6, so they're doing pretty well. And then after this video, I'm probably going to simulate up to around the trade deadline, and then I'll make like a live video there. I try to pick some players up, because they definitely need to improve my team a lot. My starting pitching, the games I simulated, they've just been pretty bad. Even Kyle Loesch and Dallas Braden, who I signed from free agency, they have like ERAs at like 4 and 5, and the rest of my rotation is up there too. So my pitching is what's really killing me right now, but my offense is doing good. We're scoring a lot of runs, hitting a pretty good average. So I'd like to pick up an ace pitcher, if not like two pretty good pitchers. I want to get somebody who's like a 90 overall, but if I can't do that, I'd settle for like 285 overalls or something like that. And then a third baseman's what I need too, but I'm pretty much set in the field. I could probably pick up a another first baseman, but I think my focus is going to be on starting pitching. And then my bullpen, which is a little bit better now because I signed Brian Wilson. He was a free agent. He was a free agent closer, and I signed him and changed his position up to a relief pitcher. So I'm using him as my setup man, and the first game I use with him is in this game, so you can see how well he does in this game. His stats are still pretty good. He can throw, I think it's a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, and then his cutter is like 91, 92, and then he's got a slider as well, so he's a really good pitcher. If you're doing a franchise with a team, I have no clue how he missed the tag there, but I'll take the free base because that gives me a chance to drive in a run here. So, actually, I think I get out there, yeah, but I thought I drove in a run, whatever. I don't know how I got on base there. The dude missed the tag completely, which is kind of funny. So, yeah, if you're using a franchise with a team who needs a closer or something like that, definitely sign Brian Wilson. I think he cost my team like $1.4 million a year. I signed him for 2 years, so pretty good there. I'd like to pick up one more person to kind of solidify the bullpen, because my pitching is still ranked like 20th overall in this game, which is pretty bad. So the Rockies are a good team. They're just in a tough division. They got to play against the Giants and the Dodgers are just stacked this year. They've got the highest payroll in baseball, so they've got really good hitters and then pretty great pitching too. But it's kind of weird seeing the Dodgers take on all of the Red Sox players last year, because they tried to take on all those guys so they could make an attempt at the playoffs, which they never got into the wild card. But they took on Carl Crawford, Josh Beckett, and Adrian Gonzalez, and I think between them it was $500 million worth of player salaries, which is good for the Red Sox to shed all that money. But it's kind of weird that you would take that, because I don't think Carl Crawford is really worth the money that he's getting. Josh Beckett is a pretty good pitcher, but he's definitely nowhere near as good as he was a few years ago. So it's kind of weird to see how much baseball players are making now. How Joe Flacco just signed that $20 million a year deal, and they're like, oh, he's making so much money. And it's like, if you look at baseball players, they're making that and way more. Justin Verlander's probably going to get like 30 million bucks a year, because I don't see the Tigers letting him go. And then I was watching an interview, I think it was on ESPN, where they had the Dodgers general manager on, and he was like, yeah, we're getting $200 million out of TV money this year, so that'll pretty much pay for their salary. So that's kind of crazy that you get that much in TV. But I guess with all the games, 162 games, you're gonna make a lot of money. That with tickets and like parking and concessions, you're just gonna make a killing. That's where they really screw you when you get to like a sporting event. Parking is like 20 bucks, and then you have to still walk like 3 miles to a stadium. Like anytime I go to like Steeler games or something like that, it's $20 for parking. Tickets are like at least 60 bucks, and then you still gotta walk 2.5 miles to the stadium. But live sporting events are pretty fun to go to if you get a bunch of people and tailgate before it. Like we usually get those little mini grills. We'll go like 2 or 3 hours before, walk around the city, and then just like drink some beer and make like burgers and hot dogs. So it's pretty fun. Need to start doing that again. But Steeler tickets are just kind of impossible to get. If not, they're super expensive. I used to go to a lot of Penguin games too, and they sucked, but now that they're good, their tickets, like the cheapest seats you can get there is like 60 bucks, which kind of sucks. And that's like the F level, which is the top of their arena. But hockey you can see pretty much anywhere in a stadium, because I remember I used to go when I was younger, when I was like 10, 11, whatever, in like the early 2000s, like 2004, 2005, when they sucked, and you could get well, not then, I don't know, I'm 21 now, so my math is pretty off there. But yeah, when I was younger I used to go, and you can get tickets for like $10. You would get like B-level tickets, and now those are like $150. So it's good to see their team good now, but kind of sucks because ticket prices, you can't go to as many games, which I had to work last night, so I got to miss the Penguins-Flyers game, which the Penguins were down 4-1 and came back to win that 5-4. So missed a really good game. I always miss the good ones, or just like I have to do something, I forget they're on, and then every game I watch, it's kind of boring. The Blackhawks are destroying it for hockey this year too. They're what, like 20-0-3 or something. And I saw people are like, "What's the better streak, the Blackhawks undefeated streak or the Heat's basketball streak?" I think they won 16 or 17 straight. And I'm not a basketball fan at all. I don't watch any basketball games, but winning 16 consecutive games is probably harder than not losing 23 in a row, because the Blackhawks lost 3 games in overtime or shootout. So it's not really as great as a streak as the Heat have, even though they have got like a dominant team. But the Blackhawks streak is pretty impressive, because I think the highest winning streak in the NHL was like 14 games, and that was in the early 90s when the Penguins had like Yager and Lemieux and stuff. So their streak is crazy, because they're halfway into the season and they still haven't lost a game yet in regulation. So I don't know, I've been watching a lot of hockey, like I said, trying to wait for baseball. But if anyone doesn't watch hockey, it's pretty fun sport to watch. At least playoff hockey is really awesome, because it's like the intensity is insane. There's just like giant hits all the time and fights, which a lot of people complain about hockey fights, but I like them. They change the momentum of the game and stuff like that. People say it's like stupid, gives the sport a bad name. They're definitely needed. I don't even know why I'm on this topic. I'm just trying to think of something I could say to fill the time in this video, because this is a like 10-minute video, which I didn't want to make it this long, but I wanted to get like the majority of the highlights into this game, and this was as short as I could get it down to. So yeah, also thanks for everybody who subscribed. I was at like 450 subscribers like a few days ago, and since this one came out, I'm like almost at 500. I'll probably be at 500 tomorrow by the time this video goes up, because Comcast likes to take forever when I upload a video, and whenever my uploads actually do work, they always get stuck in the processing stage. Like I had one, it got stuck in processing for like 3 hours before I canceled it and tried to re-upload it, and then the upload failed on me. So YouTube, you think, for being a company that turns billion-dollar profits all the time, like every quarter off of the ads they make, you think they would be able to get their website working correctly, that with like the subscription boxes failing all the time and stuff like that. But I also had Yalsh offer me, they sent me an email for a partnership, which I'm not going to send them one back yet, because you can look on Social Blade to see how much YouTubers would make and stuff like that, and mine was like around $3 or $4 a day, which I guess it could add up. But I'm going to probably wait a little while, wait like a month or a few weeks until I get some more videos out and stuff like that, because these ones are getting a lot of views, but my Call of Duty videos get like no views at all. So I think it's also kind of annoying if you're not making any money to just make people watch like a minute ads and stuff, like the pre-roll ads before your videos. Those are always annoying too. But I think Machinima, if you're going to get a partnership, they would be the company to go with. Them, IGN, or I think it's Full Screen, which runs Yalsh. But if you go through Yalsh, you go through like 3 different partners, so you're going to make almost no money. I think Machinima is the biggest company, but they just like killed their company by trying to give everybody pay cuts, which I don't understand the pay cuts at all, because it was like, yeah, we don't make any money off mobile advertising, so we don't get any money off mobile views, so we're going to have to slash your pay for that. And if you look on the new YouTube app for iPhone or Android, they have pre-roll ads before every video now, so I don't know how they can keep those contracts out. And then I heard Machinima screws a lot of people too. You have to sign like lifetime contracts or like 4- and 5-year contracts with them, and then they can cut your rate at any time they want to. So it was weird seeing them let all the big YouTubers go. But yeah, I apologize for not talking about baseball in this video at all, but gameplay's kind of here. I just using it as a backdrop, because like I said, it was an interesting gameplay, but I don't have enough to talk about to talk over it for 10 straight minutes. So the next video I do will be, like I said, I'll probably simulate up to the trade deadline, and hopefully our record is still not too far behind 500, or at least around 500, and then I'll try to make some trades. And I don't know if I'll put a game up for the All-Star game or not. I'm not sure. I might play some of that and just simulate a lot of hitting and do pitching or something, because I would like to get home field advantage for the World Series if we make it. But again, you kind of don't need it since it's a video game. It's not real life. Our home series matters too much. So that's it, guys. Final score was 4-1. We get a nice win there after the last video I put out. We got kind of crapped on. I forget who I played that video, but the last one we lost like 7-3 or something. So you can see Helton was the player of the game. He goes 2 for 4 with the 2-run home run. So that's it, guys. I'll have another video out tomorrow probably. So all right, bye.